My name is Merrill, CEO of Mark Research. I'm a 35-plus year veteran of the research and insights community and the host of our podcast, On the Mark. Welcome to another Merrillism segment. Today's Merrillism is, isn't running a race just like a business? Years ago, I woke up one Friday morning like I do on most days around 5 a.m. to get to the office around 6. But this day was just a little bit different. This day, I was running the rock. Sounds pretty dramatic, doesn't it? A 5K race. I was invited to run by somebody very near and dear to me, and this invitation was definitely more meaningful than most because it came from my son. Together, side by side, we would take on this beast. A 5K might not seem like much to you, but my son at the time isn't even 10 years old. I, on the other hand, am old and only run on a treadmill indoors. But he's been working hard in his running class, and at the end of the year, the participants run the rock and invite someone to run it with them. The morning of the race, we decided we would set our goal at 35 minutes. Yes, almost a 12-minute mile. Blazing, isn't it? Please, stop laughing. I tend to be fairly sensitive. So there we were with our matching t-shirts and numbers. I wore 1806. He wore 1807. The sweat building on our brows. And most important, smiles on our face. Then the starting gun went off and we were on our way. The school was cheering and we were starting our journey as a team. There were 5 things I specifically learned along the way. Pace yourself. It was hot. He had never run that far, and we need to set a good pace in order to complete our goal. In business, the reality is the same. Everyone wants to have a great January and get off to a quick start. But you may need to pace your marketing budget so it's not all used in the early part of the year, or pace your hiring of new staff members who you think you might need to add during the year. This race had lots of twists and turns. The 5K took us on some neat paths through the woods and had lots of different challenges. Business really isn't that much different from the past throughout the race. The key is to pay attention and react accordingly to these different routes. And if he and I didn't pay attention to all the twists and turns, we could have fallen, hurt ourselves, and not accomplished our goal. The exact same thing can happen in business. We did it together. We ran a few feet from each other the entire race. We pushed each other. We communicated, had a lot of fun, and created a better chance of reaching our goal. Business is no different. No matter how good you are, you can't do it alone. Again, you cannot do it alone. If you want and need and have a desire to scale your business, you can't do it by yourself. You need a team and the ability to work with team members and communicate throughout the year. If you accomplish those things, you will have a better chance to reach and exceed your goals. If you don't, trust me, it'll be much more difficult and you'll run a higher risk of putting your goals in jeopardy. Stop and take a breather. I had mentioned that to my son. You're in control. Whenever you need to stop, we stop. Over the course of the run, we stopped 5 times and walked. Isn't the same thing true about business? Take time. Stop, relax, and evaluate how you're doing and what things need to change. Take it all in and breathe, and then move on. The last learning for me was save something for the end. My son said a few times, "Dad, I want to finish strong since the entire school will see me cross the finish line." Is business really that different? Remember to save something for the last quarter. In business, you want and need to finish strong. It's always critical for morale to get to the finish line strong. By finishing strong, it's also a great springboard for the following year. We reached our goal and completed the race in 32 minutes and 4 seconds. I say go run the rock with your team. It's a wonderful bonding and business experience. So I ask you, isn't running a race just like running a business? Thanks for listening to the On the Mark podcast. I hope you have a great day. My name is Merrill. Stay well, be safe, and please stay in touch.